Hi everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for joining me. I do love showing off my makes, and I'm so happy that you come and join me week after week. You can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I am on Etsy, Ravelry, Instagram, and Facebook, and I'm not very active on Pinterest, but you can see me on Pinterest too. Anyway, so what have I been up to this week? I'm going to show you this guy first. This guy. This somehow slipped my attention. I started making this, and then I stopped because I was making Eid presents for the kids in my classroom. And even though I could have given this, their favorite animals were dinosaurs and whales. So I stopped to make that, and somehow I did not make a Ravelry project page for this. In case you know, that's how I keep track of all my projects. I know what's a whip, I know what's a FO or whatever by looking there. And I did not make a project page for this guy. So I totally forgot about him. This is yarn that I won from Kim the Crafty Nomad, and this is the Octo pattern by Rel of the Dabbling Hook. She recently gave an update, like if you bought her pattern from Ravelry, which will be linked below, she gave an update because she changed the way that you do the tentacles. So I wanted to try that, and I really, really do like the way the tentacles, they're like fuller and bigger, turned out. I'm a little upset that it took so long to make that guy. I just forgot about him, but he's adorable. I found him when I was about to start a new project, and I took out that bag, and I'm like, what's in this bag? And I found this guy. Anyways, so I finished it. I was almost finished already. Anyways, I was like up to here. Anyways, I had stopped just so I could finish those other projects that I had a timeline for. No, face us. Thank you. And then I made this. This is Boo the Ghost. It is by, oh my gosh, who's it by? Hold on a second. Okay, so this is Boo the Ghost by Carla Mitrani or Amurfu. You will probably know her by her books that she published. Everyone's making those dolls that she made, which is Iconic Woman, 1, 2, and then Zodiac Woman. She's published a few books, but she's also got a blog where she posts her free patterns, and this is one of them. And I thought I'd make this for Spook Your Spring Mal. I have not posted it yet because I still haven't taken pictures, but I'll take pictures soon and post it for Spook Your Spring Mal. Now, I made a mistake on this guy. I did not do enough increases right here. I don't know why. I wasn't paying attention. And so when I came to the waist, I had the wrong number. So I ended up having to fudge it a bit. So that's what I did. I fudged it. So if you make it, it might not look exactly like this. But I like the way he looks. And I'm going to post it. Carrie Penny from the Happy Crafty Homemaker is having having a Spook Your Spring Mal, and so I wanted to put that in for that. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, I'm not 100% me. I have allergies, and the allergies have affected my ears. I have fluid buildup in my ears, so I'm on some pretty harsh medicine to get rid of that, and I'm not feeling the best. Just saying. Yeah, I have one more info to show you, and that is, whoops, I closed the app. Why did I close the app? So I'm looking at my Ravelry project page to tell you what everything is. This is the Rawe shawl. I was here last time I showed it to you, and I have finished the rest of it. It is done. I still have yarn, some of this yarn left, but I didn't have enough to make the entire repeat. The repeats would start about here. The repeat would start here to here, and I don't have enough yarn to do that, so I just decided to end it. And so I did the end border, and this is what it looks like. It is gorgeous. I have weaved in all the ends. It is done. It is plenty long. This is more than my husband's wingspan, and he's over 6 feet, so it's a good size. But anyways, this is what it looks like. I do love the way it turned out. I did wish that there was a bit more orange in this yarn, but whatever. It is done. I love it. This is made with Universe, not Universe XL, just regular Universe. And this is one of the Halloween colorways, which was, it's number 2. I don't remember what the actual name is, but it's number 2 of the Halloween colorway. I think it was something to do with outer space. But it is done. I have not taken any pictures of anything yet, so I don't have any nice pictures to post yet. But anyways, those are my FOs. Yeah, that's what I finished this week. And after that, I have gotten a lot because I haven't gone to work. I came home early from work on Thursday because of the whole ear issue. I didn't go to work on Friday, so I did get a lot of craft time done in, and I worked a lot on this project. I worked too much on this project because I wasn't feeling so well, and so I kept making mistakes and having to frog and restart. And I'm gonna show it to you, but it's all in a gazillion pieces. I love crafting intentions patterns. I really, really do. Okay, this is the piece I'm working on right now. That's the one attached to the yarn. Here are the wings. I finished the wings, kind of. I think I'm going to attach it differently. Once I put the wire in, I'm going to sew it together. But for now, what's going on? For now, the wings are done. I have a lot of big, huge tail. That's the other wing, like this. And then I have like the head pieces and the body and the head. And there's a beak piece in there. There's just a whole, and legs and everything. All I have left to crochet are the tail pieces, and then I can start assembling it. Okay, this is the first tail piece. I have to make 2 more of this afterwards, and there's 1 more piece for the tail that I need to make, and then I can start assembling. Now, I do love her patterns. Her patterns are gorgeously detailed, but oh my goodness, are there a lot of sewing or what? Lots and lots and lots of sewing on her patterns. But that's the Phoenix doll. It's one of those patterns that I've been trying to finish this year. I have made a goal for myself to not hoard patterns. So if I buy a pattern, and I've been doing this for the past few years, and I have been able to do it, if I buy a pattern, I only buy when I am ready to work it up, and I work it up right away. Sorry about that. Home noises, family noises. Yeah, you could probably hear her typing too. She's on the computer. Hi, sweetie. That's Anaya. That's Anaya. Hi, Anaya. It does block my light when you walk in front of it.
Doesn't make that much of a difference.
It doesn't, but it's still there. Anyway, she just, every video, it seems like she needs to go in front of my light. Anyways, yeah, I love her patterns. They're beautiful. Oh, I already told you that. It is part of the, I have decided that if I buy a pattern, I work it up right away. So until I can work it up, I don't buy it. I just bookmark it. And if I forget about it, I didn't really want it in the first place, right? But I still have all the patterns that I have hoarded, and I've been working through them. I did 1 a month last year, and I have at the moment 2 left, and they're both crafty intentions patterns. So this is one of them that's left. And if you look at the pictures, I did finish the dog earlier this year, and I'm working on the Phoenix, and then I have the Griffin, and then I'm done. I did buy her pattern book, and I'm kind of regretting it. All the patterns in the pattern book have already been released in her thing, and they're patterns that I looked at, that I liked, but Please don't do that, sweetheart. I liked, but not enough to buy. And now I have them. But the Phoenix is in there, so I did buy the Phoenix. But I already had it. But anyways, I will make up some of it because I did buy the book. So I'll make up maybe one of she has like simpler patterns, and she has her usual. I think I might make that out. I don't know. I'll see what I make when I make it. But I did buy her book. I bought a digital version of it, so I can't show it to you. But hold on one second. Sorry about that. There was a Nintendo. I don't know what. Okay, but anyways, I bought the book. I'll put up a picture there. I did not buy the physical book. I only bought the digital version. The physical book, I don't know if it's there around now, but when I bought it, it was on back order. So I didn't end up, I decided I'm just going to get the digital version. So I got it, and soon you will be seeing more projects from there, or at least one. I'll see. Anyway, so I finished, I'm working on the Phoenix, and the other project I'm working on, which actually all I need to do is sew it together, but I'm not feeling so great. So when it came down to the time to sew it together, I was like, I'll do it later. So I worked on this mostly on Friday. I have this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. It is by Crystal Sky Handmade, right here. That's her information. And this was whimsical worsted, 75% Pima cotton and 25% acrylic, 100 grams, and it's called The Little Folk. I loved this color. Now, I don't usually buy worsted weight hand-dyed yarn because hand-dyed yarn is just expensive, and when you buy worsted weight, you don't get so much. Like, I prefer buying fingering if I can so that I have a lot of it. But I started working with this. I was feeling sick. I didn't even notice, but this is not worsted weight to me. To me, this is a DK weight. Here, let me put it next to something that actually is worsted weight, which is this. Can you see the difference? It's so much lighter weight. But I used a D-hook, and I think it turned out amazing. This is, by the way, Kitty Corn. It is one of my patterns. It is actually one of my personal, okay, maybe favorite is too much. This pattern, oops, I beheaded him. This pattern is one of my earlier patterns, and oh my goodness, was this hard to design. I could not get, I knew what I wanted. I had a clear vision of what I wanted, and I could not get the shape of the head right. It took me like 5 tries of frogging before I could get Kitty Corn's face right. And so I always think of this as a really hard pattern. It's not a hard pattern. It's actually really easy. There's her horn, and there's her hair, and that's all I have to sew: the head, the horn, and the hair. It's not a lot of, well, yeah, there is a lot of sewing because I adjusted it using my arm, how to attach arms through crochet tutorial, which is, I'll link it down below. I have 3 ways to attach arms, and this is the first method. I use this a lot because I don't like sewing on stuff, so I always adjust. It's not really even adjustment. You just close off the top, and then you crochet it on where it's supposed to go. And so because I crocheted the arms and the tail, I only have the head, the horn, and the hair to sew, but I just wasn't feeling up to it when I finished it, so that's why she's not a FO. But anyways, this was a very challenging design, and I do enjoy making her, and I love the way she turned out with this gorgeous yarn. I did buy 2 of them. I have another hank right here. Well, I already kicked it up, but I had another hank like this, and I don't usually buy worsted weight hand-dyed yarn because it just doesn't, there isn't enough yardage. But I just couldn't resist this color. I just loved the color so much. But anyways, next week I'll show it to you finished. And oh, I adjusted the tail. I changed the tail a bit. The tail, if you buy this pattern if you try this pattern. The tail is the hardest part of the pattern, and you don't have to make it the way I did. I just did it for some interest. I made it like so that the color change was spiral, and it's not curved. The tail of the original pattern is not curved. This is just me playing around to change the tail a little bit. I didn't do the spiral tail. I did it like this, but you don't have to do a spiral tail. You could just choose one solid color and just do it that way. You don't have to do it my way. This is when you make something, it's your project. It's your unicorn. It's your kitty corn. I might be showing you how to do it, but the final thing is yours, and you could do it however you want to. Anyways, I used this yarn. I love this cotton, and it is something I've had for a very long time. And I was just wondering if anyone has any suggestions on what I should do with it. It's sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparklies. I just want it out of my stash, and I want it worked up. So if anyone has any suggestions on what I can make with this little bit of yarn, I could make an octo, I suppose, but I just made one, so I'm not feeling it. If you could come up with a suggestion on what to make with this yarn, I would really, really like to use this yarn up. Anyway, so that's my kitty corn. So those are my 2 whips. The last whip I have, I will show you the bag. This bag I got for Mother's Day from my son. He's really into Harry Potter right now, so he got me a Harry Potter bag. And I have my last whip in here, and I can't show it to you because it is part of the seasonal yarny. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong, Kim. I really am. I'm just not up to looking it up. I usually look it up before the video, but I didn't. It's the Yarny YouTube seasonal Yarny YouTube help. For the summer edition, I am working on a project, and it's in there. I'm designing it, and I have 2 ideas in mind, and I'm hoping I'll be able to design both of them. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll have one project to show for the summer hop. The video is due soon, and I will hopefully make the deadline. Yeah, so I'm working on that right now. So I was actually concentrating on the phoenix because I wanted the phoenix to be done for this video, but you saw, it's just, you really, really have to have the project and the pattern in front of you and be really paying attention. It's not hard, it's just that you have to pay attention because it's a little, you know, I made the wings. I was working on the wings for that one, and I'm working, and I thought I got it, and then it turned out that I repeated the same row a few times or the same section a few times, so that the light orange part of the wings, the front of the wings, were so much longer than the back of the wings. That's when I said, never mind, and I started working more on kitty corn. I gave up on doing it by now, and to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure I'll get it done next week because the wire work, there's a extensive wire work on that one, so I'm not sure if I'll do that after work. I'm not working on it now. I'm not feeling well enough, so chances are if I don't finish it on Saturday that you won't see it again next week. Well, anyways, it is what it is. So I finished my video, so I don't know where I'm going to add this on, but I'm going to add it on. I finished my videos, I said my outro and everything, and then I realized I didn't show you one of my whips, which is the blanket I'm working on. And let me just find the stitch marker. It's on this side. And here is how much I worked up since you last saw it. I have started the marled yarn, and I have already put in 1. I have 2, so I only have 3, not even 3 whole skeins left of this, and I don't feel like it's going to be long enough to be a lapgan. It is probably going to be a baby blanket, and it'll be held this way. I just don't have enough yarn to make it anything. I am thinking about making a border, but I don't know how. I buy skeins with just like 1, so I have 1 of these until I finish it, and then I order another one. And so I have plenty of gray yarns, but just 1, and will that be enough to make a border for this? I don't think so. I have a white that's a Pound of Love. Maybe that will work, What do you think? Will white look good with this if I make a border with white? Let me know in the comments. I'm not so sure. But anyways, I thought I'd pop in and just show you the blanket because I did work on it, and I do have some opinions I need. I have grays, but they're going to be different shades of grays. Like, I have multiple skeins of gray, but they're not the same brand or the same color. So I don't know, will that work if I just make it different colors of gray in the border, or make a really, really small border? Does this need a border? I mean, it's already got this sort of flat part on it. Does it need a border? Please help me out. Give me opinions. Ooh, I'm all washed out. How do you fix that? Okay, there you are. Yeah, anyways, if you have any opinions on whether this needs a border, how I should do the border, it is going to be a baby blanket. Baby blanket though. I do have babies that I could give a baby blanket to, but they're all girls. Would this teal and gray baby blanket be okay for a girl? What do you think? Let me know. Okay, or are these colors just, I don't know, too dark for a baby blanket? I wasn't intending this to be a baby blanket, just I don't have enough yarn. It is so beautiful, this pattern. It's so nice and squishy, this yarn, and the pattern, the way they work out. This is, by the way, Bag O'Day's Ocean Wave Stitch. She gives you the multiple and you make it as big as you want, and I really don't know enough about blankets to know how much yarn you need, because seriously, I thought I'd have enough to do a lap gown, but I don't. But anyways, I am enjoying making it, and I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with it later. Oh, this is in my Billy bag. This is my Billy bag from the Crafty Floridian. Anyways, I'm going to insert this video somewhere, and I just wanted to show you the blanket. Okay, bye. Sorry about the low energy video. Hopefully next week I'll be better. Just in case I didn't say so, I have allergies, seasonal allergies, and usually antihistamines is good for me. But this year, my allergies decided to be special. I went to work feeling fine, and then I got to work, and all of a sudden it feels like, you know, when you're on an airplane and because of the difference in pressure, your ears feel like it's blocked. Well, it felt like that. And I work with little children, and all the voices came out really shrilly, giving me a headache. I left work early. On Friday, I woke up and I'm like, no, I'm going to work. So I had my Zyrtec, and I used Flonase, which I don't usually use. And my ears popped, and because it was like that for so long, it was painful. I went to the doctor to find out what was going on, and found out that there's fluid buildup in my ear, which is causing that to happen. And so I'm on medication to get rid of the fluid. It's not infected, it's just fluid. And so I'm having medication to have it, but meanwhile my ears, they don't feel so good. And the allergies in general are affecting me a little bit more than usual. My throat is itchy, in case you can hear it. And anyways, it is what it is. I will hopefully be more myself for the next video next week. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I wasn't my usual self, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe.